Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
The numbers for Sanders last week, 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Good for an Eagle.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
The tackle made by Bruce Irvin.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Trying to improvise. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And Jeffrey's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 33. 25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Wentz's pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Eagles.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Reagor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive.
For the point after.
Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they ended up in the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
For Philadelphia.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Out now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you got to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
A
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
The ball carrier.
The Seahawks and Eagles, you might remember, they met up in the wild card round a season ago. It's a night Philly fans could probably stand to forget. Carson Wentz exited early after just 4 passes thrown, and Josh McCown had 40 years of age brought in, but the Seahawks, they were too tough as they slugged out a 17-9 victory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goals.
We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Seahawks nothing.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Taken in the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25 yards.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He's got it to Williams. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
31-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete.
Sean.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down back.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Wentz with a throw that's caught by Rager. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
12.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This is pass. Intended for all.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously, no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Returnable for Lockett. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
He's going to look for out, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Complete to number 13.
Keenan Allen hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, you know, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Here's James. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
We'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 45.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. To throw again on second down. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Eagles 10.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. A first down run from Barkley, pretty well defended. Give him 3 yards on the play. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson on the move, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. Open man, it's Allen. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. He lets it fly for Lockett. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. Wilson on first down. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Wilson will throw again to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Normally, you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You're trying to get 2 shots. 2 opponents, 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. 13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his left. Going deep here for Allen. And And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
DK Metcalf.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson rolling to his right. He lets it fly for Lockett, and that is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for we now proceed to the start of the second half. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Play action. It's Wilson. Steps away. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
48-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Brings up 4th down.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught, Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
1st down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was brought down at the
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Facing a 2nd and 3, ball on the 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone because there's not enough reaction time off of the tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Eagles. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Wentz now on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18. 12 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Jonathan Cyprien. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
This ball complete to Rager. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And that is incomplete.
Wentz's pass.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
Makes the score Eagles 20. Seahawks 14.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Barkley.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Saquon Barkley.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
First down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Saquon Barkley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3rd and 2, now Wilson. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief, because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done, but they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it, and that's exactly what they did.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in a big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that's complete to Sanders. When they get 6, that'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now it's Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. So Wilson and the Seahawks down 20-14. A minute 47 on the clock. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket, looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Eagles.
A very important extra point there, up and good, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
Fielded in the end zone.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll put it out to the 25. So now it's the Eagles' turn, trailing by a point, a little under 50 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Wentz.
Rager catches it left side.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now he'll pull it down, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Off the play fake.
Wilson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing now is Wilson. And Allen's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He's back to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Wilson to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown. So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. They're going to run it with Barkley. And they can't convert. It's incomplete. But they still have the lead here in the final moments of this game.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one. And with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it, take some time down.
At their own 26-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the